Welcome to Grade 4 Social Studies, Chapter 1 Physical Features of India. Landforms of India. Ipshita's father is a photographer and works for a travel magazine. He has just returned from a countrywide trip after completing his assignment. Ipshita is very excited to see him after 2 months. She is hopeful that he has brought some more gifts this time as he traveled to many parts of the country. Ipshita is also curious to look at the pictures that he has clicked. Ipshita: Papa, I want to see the pictures that you have clicked on the trip. Father: Yes, darling, you can. He takes out some pictures from an envelope and spreads them out on the table. She is excited to see the pictures. Did you go to other countries also? Ipshita asks. Dad: No, dear, I did not. What made you think so? Ipshita: Are all these places located in India? They look so different from each other. Some have mountains, others have deserts and beaches. Dad: Yes, dear. There is a lot of variety in the landforms found in India. Let me tell you more about these. India is the seventh largest country in the world. Therefore, there are different types of landforms here. These are mountains, hills, plains, plateaus, deserts, and islands. Mountain ranges. The chain of mountain is called a mountain range. There are many mountain ranges in India. It runs from west to east direction. Himalayas are the highest mountain ranges in India. The word Himalaya is combined of two words. Him means snow and Alaya means home. Himalayan range has the highest peak in the world, Mount Everest. There are three mountain chains in Himalaya which are different from each other, not only on the basis of height but also on the basis of flora and fauna. They are the Great Himalayan Mountain or the Himadri. It is the northernmost longest range of Himalayas. It is bounded by the Indus River from the north and west and Dibang River in the east. Average height of these mountains is 6,000 meters. Nanga Parbat is one of the highest peaks of the Great Himalayan mountains. There are various glaciers and lakes like Lake Saiful Muluk in this region. There is hardly any vegetation in the upper region of these mountains as they are always covered with snow. Fir, spruce, shrubs, and wild flowers are found in the lower regions of the Himadri. Rivers flow through this mountains range are Brahmaputra and Satluj. Do you know Bachendri Pal was the first Indian woman to climb Mount Everest in 1984? The Middle Himalayan, located south of the Himadri range and known as Pir Panjal. Height varies from 1000 meters to 4500 meters. This range runs across Jammu and Kashmir and Himachal Pradesh. The forests in this range have pine, oak, devdar, and fir trees. Fruits: apples, peaches, apricots, pears, and cherries are grown here. The mountain's slopes are cut by the farmers into flat steps for terrace or step farming. Nanda Devi Biosphere Reserve, Valley of Flowers National Park, Great Himalayan National Park, Pine Valley National Park are some of the national parks and biodiversity reserves in the Pir Panjal range. Famous hill stations in this range are Mussoorie in Uttarakhand, Shimla in Himachal Pradesh, and Darjeeling in West Bengal. The Outer Himalayas. The Outer Himalayas, or the Shivalik, is the lowest range of the Himalayas. Height varies between 900 and 1000 meters. The foothills of Shivalik are known as the Tarai region. Main crops are rice, wheat, and sugarcane. Animals: Himalayan yak, snow leopard, musk deer, black bears are in this region. Narrow paths in the mountains are called passes. Karakoram Pass in Kashmir, Rohtang Pass in Himachal Pradesh, and Nathu Lai in Sikkim are some examples of these passes. Do you know Karadungala is a mountain pass in the Ladakh region of the India state of Jammu and Kashmir? It is 18,380 feet in height. Plains. The largest plains are known as the northern plains. These plains extend from the west to the east, as you can see in the map. This is a very fertile area as many rivers flow through it, such as Ravi, Vyas, Satluj, Ganga, Yamuna, and Brahmaputra. Due to the rivers and the fertile soil, agriculture activities flourish in this area, and due to this, human population is also very high in this region. The northern plains are known as the breadbasket of India, as the maximum supply of wheat comes from this region. Well known cities that lie in the northern plains are Delhi, Jaipur, Amritsar, Chandigarh, Lucknow, Allahabad, Varanasi, Patna, Kolkata, etc. Let's quickly practice the concepts that we have learned up till now. Read the questions given in front of you and solve accordingly. Desert. Desert is an area that receives very little rainfall. Thus, very few plants and trees grow there. Deserts are found in the western part and known Great Indian Desert. The region is mostly covered with sand and lies mainly in the state of Rajasthan. Bikaner, Jodhpur, and Jaisalmer are important cities that lie in the Great Indian Desert. The soil in the Thar Desert is partly rocky and sandy. There are small sand dunes in these deserts. These sand dunes changes their shapes due to strong winds blowing in the desert. Only shrubs and thorny plants survive with little water. Babool, kikar, and date trees grown in this area. There are oases also in this desert. People rear animals for living as farming is difficult. Camels are used for traveling in the desert. Island. An island is a piece of land which is surrounded by water on all sides. Indian islands are divided into volcanic islands and coral islands. For example, Andaman and Nicobar groups of islands are volcanic islands found in Indian Ocean. Lakshadweep are coral islands found in Arabian Sea, as you can see in the map below. Island. Coconut is the main production of these islands. Andaman and Nicobar group has 572 islands and Lakshadweep has 36 islands. Some tribal groups are Andamanis, the Jarvas, the Sentinelese, the Ongees, and the Shompenes. Plateau. Plateaus are flat, uneven tablelands higher than the plains. Largest plateau in India is the Deccan Plateau, found in southern part of India. It is located between three mountain ranges: the Western Ghat in the west, the Eastern Ghat in the east, and the Satpura and Vindhya ranges in the north, as you can see in the map below. Deccan Plateau is a spread across 8 states, covers a large area of central and southern part of India. Plateau. Rivers in the Deccan Plateau dry up in summer and are filled during rainy season. Rain in the Deccan region continue from June to October. The period from March to June can be very hot. The animals, minerals, crops, and rivers found in the Deccan Plateau are listed below. Animals: four horned antelope, wild water buffalo, black buck, and Indian giant squirrel. Minerals: diamonds, gold, and other metals. Crops: cotton, sugarcane, rice, and other crops. Rivers: Krishna, Kaveri, Godavari, and Mahanadi. Let's practice. Let us now practice the concepts learned in this chapter by doing some activities that are very interesting and fun to do. Let's start. Practice with parents. Teach the concept of various landforms to your parents. Write a description of various landforms on a paper and make slips. One family member will pick a slip and read the clue. Rest of the members will guess the landform. Write name of the landform and also write the characteristics of this landform. Now, as we have understood the chapter, let's consolidate our learning. Practice activity. There are different types of landforms in India. Appreciate their beauty. You have to write a letter to a friend describing a landform visited by you in India, or you can draw a picture of any landform. Practice worksheet. Let us now solve some more questions related to the concepts that we have learned in this chapter. Read the questions given in front of you and write the responses of each question. Let's start. I can. Now that we have successfully completed this chapter, let us assess what all we can do at the end of the chapter. Read the statements given below and put a tick in front of the statement that apply for you. For example, put a tick if you know the three major divisions of Himalayan region. Put a tick if you know what are the different landforms in India. Put a tick if you can identify the characteristics of different landforms. Put a tick if you can tell the vegetation found in desert. Put a tick how are Andaman and Nicobar Islands different from the Lakshadweep Islands. After doing so, calculate the total number of ticks, which will be your total score. In the table below, choose your next action according to your score. For example, if you scored 4 or 5 tick, then you are ready for the next chapter as you have successfully completed this chapter. You have understood all the concepts. If you have scored 1, you need to revise the chapter again, and you can take help of your teacher or your parent. And if you have scored 2 or 3, you are not clear with few concepts and you need more explanation, you can further take help of your teacher. So students, we have completed this chapter successfully. Thank you everyone. Happy learning to all of you.